Welcome to another episode of B&B tutorial series. Today we are going to be exploring how to use our new personalized chatbot tailored to help solve the laborious, ambiguous and time-intensive task of navigating Nigerian government services. Let's dive straight in and see how much we can learn.
Are all active branches in Niger. So let's see, does it get the one in, what do they call it? Amadu Bedaway, Barking Laddie. Interesting. And the headquarters, so the headquarters they're saying is in Bukuru area. There should be one on Amadu Bedaway. Why don't you see what do you say? You're correct. My information is incomplete. There is indeed an FRST office located on Amadu Bedaway in Jos. Here are the details. Thank you for pointing out this omission. Fair enough. What else can we try? Something like a bit more intense. Let's go intense. Interesting. How do I go about paying? We should probably ask you about evading taxes. That's the better question. About paying my taxes in Nigeria. As a public worker or as a private worker, it doesn't matter. Let's just see what it says. Let's see. So, register with the Federal Inland Revenue Service. Submit your completed application forms. So let's just click on one of these forms. Does it take us to the actual form? Okay, it takes us to their email to send them an email. But that's not what we want, is it? We want to be able to... Oh my God, where is it? Yeah, we want to be able to get the form. Submit your completed registration form and required documentation. It's that one, yeah? Okay. So does it take us there? firs.gov.ng. So it does. And from here, I suppose it would then be able to just find the relevant place where the form is, download it. So yeah, Zainab, I need a question from you. What would you ask this to do that you think only someone in CBN would know? A very interesting question. But let's give it one more and then we'll switch off from this. So yeah, we can hear you. So I wanted one question from you, man, just like from a banking CBN perspective. What's one thing that you think is like very deep information that a CBN work employee would know? Just something that you learned from experience working on the job. I want to see how close it is to give us an answer here. Oh, Zainab isn't here. Oh man, the network is shitty, man. The network is shitty. Okay. Tell me about Naira and how it works in Nigeria. So Naira is the digital version of the Nigerian Naira, issued and regulated by the CBN. Here are some key points about how Naira works. Naira uses distributed ledger technology. Lies. To enable users to make electronic peer-to-peer payments. Have you ever used this Naira, Sam? Bro, like they shouldn't be dropping these kind of bombs, man. What blockchain, man? Like, for real? Are they for real? So Naira is legal tender. I beg, you need to find out for me, like, how it is legal tender, but like on my GTB app, if I log in, I can see that there's something about Naira there. But if I wanted to send you, so say if I wanted to send you that 50K now in Naira, what does that mean for me and you as users? What does that actually mean? Like, how is it different from... So the CBN has created Naira wallet app for users to hold and transact Naira. Users can download the app from Google Play Store so it's a separate store. It's a separate app. Nigerian banks and financial institutions will also integrate Naira into their platforms to enable users to transfer Naira to and from their bank accounts. Naira transactions are instant, secure, and conducted directly between sender and receiver at zero cost. Okay, CBN aims to make Naira more accessible for rural and underbanked citizens. Naira is still in its pilot phase and only gradually being rolled out. Okay, So let me just ask one question now, and then we'll finish this. Where else is blockchains being used? Where else can I find distributed ledger technology being used in Nigerian institutions? Yeah, so Sam, you're getting the hang of it now. Yeah, like for me, I feel this is it's gonna bang as soon as chatbots go mainstream. The next step is to put it into a mobile app. So we're gonna have our own app that we then have to roll out just like any other app, like Khan Academy or like Brilliant or Udemy. Exactly, like it's a platform. So in general, the app is meant to help you do three things: learn, connect, and transact. Yeah. And so the learn part is what we're doing now, building the chatbot infrastructure and trying to tailor it to certain things that we think Nigerians will need to learn. However, the transaction part of it is quite deep. So I came across this app in Kenya called M-Pesa. And bro, like M-Pesa is crazy. You've heard about M-Pesa, yeah? Bro, you can pay for everything, man. Watermelon, flights, train ticket, beer in the club, suya, you name it, your barber, but you can pay for everything. So that's like the model that we're going to try and recreate in the app. There's a few things, and we put out a few things on LinkedIn, on YouTube. Maybe if you have some time later, have a look and I'll show you briefly just like what we've created in terms of ads. It's a lot of work going on, man, like in terms of trying to bring this thing to life. Like, so at the moment, this is our LinkedIn page. And we've made like a few ads just to show people how it works. Okay, so this is like one of the ads we made, basically just like building excitement for the product before it comes. I don't know if we showcase how it's being used here. Yeah, so explore classes, so chat GPT knowledge quiz, cryptocurrency quizzes, Web3 quizzes. Bro, we're just saying we're betting heavily. Yeah, we're betting heavily that all these markets, these emerging markets are going to take over. And when they do take over, we're going to be the people teaching, facilitating, and profiting from it being around. Yeah, so it's like a very long 10-year plan. Like me and you are going to be we're playing the long game with this one. We're going to have gained a few kilos, maybe a bit stiff on the neck and the waist by the time this is done. But it's a movement, man. It's a nice movement. So that's like the beta version that you just seen on this. So we have three different bots at the moment available for people to test and give us feedback. And it's moving. This is our old website. I don't know if you've seen this one. So this is like the original brand we started with. And from here, we then said, okay, you know what, Brainbolt, the application, we need to double down and build the application. So we had to build a different website and a mobile app infrastructure for it. But yeah, man, you can see the overall plan is to colonize. So this is your area for Sam. You're going to be like director of NFT music. So yeah, like essentially the whole thing comes together very nicely. But I don't know where the money starts to move, man. I don't know where the money starts to come in. I'm just trying to organize everything and find one key, like high achieving person to run each vertical while we scale. No worries. Yeah. Interesting. Sam, another thing I need to quite understand is since I left before I left NAIJ, there wasn't all this OPay, Kudi, Sparkle. Yeah. What is all this microfinance, man? Like, can you tell me when it started happening and how? Interesting. Are you aware of any of these ones? GDF, MFD, Company? No, Pet. Okay. What are the most adopted microfinance? Yeah. What would you call OPay? Okay, and highlight what OPay is. What OPay is. Interesting. Some of the most adopted micro. As for OPay, it is primarily a fintech and e-commerce platform, not a traditional microfinance bank. However, some of their services target on the bank. OPay services include providing microloans to small businesses, freelancers, and informal sectors, offering mobile wallet and banking services to cash deposits, operating an e-commerce platform where individuals can buy airtime. Okay. While it's not a microfinance bank per se, OPay brings some of the advantages of financial inclusion and accessibility. So I don't need to have a bank account with an actual bank to use OPay. So there's still KYC. Is there any of them that says no KYC? But yeah, man, we've gone quite deep with this, man. I'm recording it. I'm going to use this for... Yeah. So there's a few of them that I think we're going to make following that framework, and some very interesting ones, man. Literally, this is where our minds can go crazy and we'll be surprised what happens, because if I go down the list, there's things like conflict resolution advice or local dialect preservation, so preserving heritage one dialect at a time. Or what else do we have? Mental health support. I think everyone is fucking on one. Your silent partner in mental health, that could be a good one. Voter information, making every vote count. Vote. So this one, I feel like it's a mixture of like news, like just awareness on how the government. It's a combination of NAIJ-GOV-GUIDE and maybe, so there's something called decentralized voting. Yeah, I've always wondered why we don't fucking vote on our phones. Yes, I know. So it's almost okay if we build it. Is it not just a matter of time before everyone says, okay, no, we can't do another Tinubu shit, man. Another 8 years of this. Yeah, I know at some point. So this is one feature that I need, in the app at the end of the day. Something that allows people to do crowdfunding and to vote. But at that voting point, you need to work with the government. You need to work with INEC. If not, it's not going to be allowed. So yeah, it's steps. I think the more we just build the back end stuff and we wait for one or two people that we know to get into government, bro, it's always going to be like that, man. Unfortunately, if you don't know anyone in there, it's not going to move. If you're not, and being there yourself is maybe not even the best move as well, because everyone is screaming your name and shit like that. So I'm just going to wait, man. I know the people that I have as acquaintances that are primed for that direction. You just follow what your dad is doing, isn't it? Apparently. Yeah, it's a matter of time, man. So we're going to gradually build out religious harmony is another one. So uniting faiths, promoting peace, faith fusion. So in somewhere just where there's a lot of Muslims, there's a lot of Christians. I don't know. It's not like they have anything better to do. So if we give them an app that allows them learn cultural differences, learn new languages, learn how to, I don't know, bro. Like, I really don't know. Like, it's hard to visualize any of this, but I think we're onto something. Yeah, man, I'm excited. Like, get me on board with that, the card situation. If you want, we were meant to have a meeting at some point with Sanjat's husband. He's in on that as well, yeah? Awesome, man, awesome. I like cards, bro. I can't get my kids away from fucking cards at school, man. I think you guys you make an easy couple mil here if it's like presentable, high quality cards that make them laugh. Just catch their attention a little bit. They catch their attention a little bit, we're in. So yeah, let's have that conversation. Get him on board. Let him know that I'm keen to have a chat, and just let me know when. Awesome, bro. Awesome.